The year is 1997. American explorer David Allen Deal makes a groundbreaking discovery near the legendary Mount Ararat in Turkey. He uncovers the ruins of an ancient city. This isn't just any city, this is Nakhchivan, meaning Noah's Zion. Could this be the first city established after the Great Flood? The very flood described in countless ancient texts? The location is significant. It's incredibly close to Mount Ararat, the supposed resting place of Noah's Ark. The discovery of Nakhchivan sends shockwaves through the world of archaeology and beyond. It ignites a firestorm of speculation. Could this be the ultimate proof of the biblical flood? Could it hold the key to unlocking one of mankind's oldest mysteries? The sheer scale of the ruins is staggering. It hints at a civilization that rose from the ashes of a cataclysmic event, an event that reshaped the very landscape of our planet. Nakhchivan isn't just a city of stone and dust, it's a city of the dead. Archaeologists uncover something astonishing, a vast necropolis, potentially containing up to 1 million graves. The sheer number of burials is staggering. They span millennia, suggesting continuous inhabitation for over 10,000 years. Why were so many laid to rest in this place? The answer may lie in the belief that proximity to Noah, a chosen prophet, held the key to resurrection. These bones whisper tales of a time lost to history. They speak of a people who sought solace in the shadow of Mount Ararat, a people who believed in a new beginning after a world-altering flood. The archaeological evidence is compelling. It paints a picture of a thriving civilization that emerged in the aftermath of a global catastrophe. But was this catastrophe a natural disaster, or could it have been something more? Something orchestrated by forces beyond our understanding? Let's turn our attention to the Ark itself. The Bible describes it with astonishing precision. 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. A vessel of truly colossal proportions. In the ancient world, nothing even came close. In 2009, Johan Huybers, a Dutch creationist, decided to recreate Noah's Ark. He built a full-scale replica, based on the biblical dimensions. The result is awe-inspiring. The sheer scale of the replica is a testament to the ambition of the biblical story. It forces us to confront the enormity of the task. How could ancient people with limited technology build such a colossal structure? Some skeptics argue that even a vessel this size couldn't have housed 2 of every animal species. Could there be another explanation? Perhaps the Ark wasn't meant to house living creatures at all, but something far more extraordinary. Some theorists propose a radical idea. What if the Ark wasn't a floating zoo but a sophisticated DNA bank? What if instead of living animals, Noah collected genetic samples? Samples that would ensure the survival of Earth's biodiversity. This theory, while controversial, presents a compelling argument. It suggests a level of technological sophistication far beyond what we typically associate with the ancient world. Could the Ark have been equipped with advanced preservation techniques? Techniques lost to the sands of time? This interpretation transforms the Ark into a symbol of scientific foresight. It suggests that our ancestors may have possessed knowledge far beyond our current understanding, knowledge perhaps gifted to them by extraterrestrial beings, beings who recognize the need to preserve life on Earth. The evidence for a global flood isn't confined to ancient texts. It lies buried beneath the waves. In 2000, famed marine archaeologist Robert Ballard made a startling discovery. He found the remains of a submerged farmhouse in the Black Sea. This structure, dating back 7,500 years, provides chilling evidence of a catastrophic flood event. But the Black Sea farmhouse is just the tip of the iceberg. Over 200 submerged cities have been discovered around the world, particularly in the Mediterranean region. These underwater ruins tell a consistent story, a story of rising sea levels and sudden, catastrophic floods. Could these be the remnants of the very flood described in the Bible, the flood that wiped out entire civilizations and reshaped the course of human history? Section 6. The Watchers and the Flood. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the mid-20th century, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the origins of the flood myth. The Lamech scroll, in particular, presents a controversial account of Noah's birth. It suggests that Noah was not born through natural means. Instead, it describes his conception as a result of artificial insemination by guardians of the sky. Could these guardians be the ancient astronaut theorists' extraterrestrials? This interpretation paints a picture of direct extraterrestrial involvement in human affairs. It suggests that ancient aliens were not passive observers. They were active participants in shaping the course of human history. The question then becomes why? Why would extraterrestrial beings intervene in such a dramatic way? Section 7. Cleansing a Tainted World. Ancient astronaut theorists propose a chilling possibility. What if the flood wasn't a punishment but a genetic cleansing? What if these advanced beings, the guardians of the sky, saw humanity heading down a dangerous path? A path of genetic corruption and moral decay? The flood, in this interpretation, becomes a desperate act of intervention, a way to wipe the slate clean and start anew. Noah, with his supposedly uncorrupted DNA, becomes the progenitor of a new human race. A race cleansed of the flaws that led to the downfall of the previous civilization. This interpretation casts the flood in a new light. It's no longer a story of divine retribution. It's a story of extraterrestrial genetic engineering, a story that blurs the lines between myth and reality. Section 8. Echoes of a Global Deluge. The story of a great flood isn't unique to the Bible. It's a recurring theme in cultures around the world. From the Epic of Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia to ancient Chinese mythology, flood narratives abound. These stories, while differing in detail, share striking similarities. They all speak of a catastrophic flood that reshaped the world and gave rise to a new era. This widespread occurrence of flood myths suggests a shared human experience. Could it be that these myths are echoes of a real event? An event so cataclysmic that it became etched into the collective memory of humanity? Some theorists go even further. They suggest that these floods might have been deliberately engineered, perhaps by advanced civilizations, either human or extraterrestrial, wielding weather-manipulating technology. Section 9. A New Arc for Humanity. Fast forward to the 21st century. Elon Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX, has a bold plan. He wants to establish a self-sustaining colony on Mars, a colony of 1 million people capable of surviving even if Earth becomes uninhabitable. This ambitious endeavor echoes the story of Noah's Ark. It's a story of survival, of safeguarding humanity's future in the face of an uncertain future. While Musk's Ark is a marvel of modern engineering, not divine intervention, the parallels are undeniable. Both stories highlight the human instinct to survive, to persevere against all odds. The question is, are we repeating a pattern set in motion thousands of years ago? Are we, like Noah before us, building a new ark to escape a dying world? The answers, my friends, lie out there. Keep looking, keep questioning.